What's going on, everybody? My name is Marcus. Welcome back to another live stream. If you guys are new to this channel, this is a reselling channel where I pretty much just focus on trying to help you guys grow your business. And every Tuesday night, we go live and I discuss anything reseller related that I feel can help you either grow your business or answer whatever questions you guys have. So if you guys want to join in on this discussion every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Central, this is where we are at. I'd love to have you here. We got What a Flipper in the building. Just joined the channel, man. Hey, appreciate it, bro. Welcome to the channel. I can't really see at this on this end which channel membership you got, but I appreciate it. Either way it goes, bro. Thanks for joining and thanks for supporting. Let's get this cash, guys. You already know, man. Laura, what's going on? Chris Nutter, what's going on, bro? Thanks to have you back. Glad to have you back. Thank you. Bobby, what's going on? Appreciate you. Hey, didn't see you were doing a live. Yeah, man. Every Tuesday night. Did you not get the notifications? It's supposed to bug you guys with notifications. Like you set it 2 hours ahead of time. It's supposed to notify you once an hour until like the last half hour. Then it's supposed to let you know every half hour, and then it's supposed to also let you know like 10 minutes ahead of time. I think it's a bit overkill. I don't do that, but that's just a StreamYard feature. But regardless, thanks for showing up. Yo, what up, VIP? Appreciate you coming by. Sue, what's going on? Another channel member there. Appreciate you guys all hanging out here. What's up, Miss Q? How you doing? Laura says listing. What you listing? How many you listing? Top level, go big or go home. So what that means is for you, there's a private members only live stream. We do it every other week. So we just did it this Saturday. So we won't go back on until not this coming Saturday, but the following Saturday. But there is backlog content that you have exclusive access to as a channel member. So you can go back and listen to the old ones, get kind of a feel of what's going on back there. And you can be prepared for our next live stream. And that way I can meet you face to face and like actually chop it up with you outside of just being in the Discord with us. So I appreciate the next level of support, man. Definitely enjoy having you around, man. RN reseller, no. Let me see what you're talking about. Maybe I'm missing something. RN reseller, no. Reseller Nirvana reseller, no. Is that what you mean? Just got it now. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of late. Sometimes it just comes through on the first 5 minutes or something after somebody's live. I guess it's just got to give you time for buffer. What's up, Akeem? Akima Shaw? Man, I'm badgering that, man. I feel bad. I'm gonna just call you Akeem. It's a lot more simpler. Thanks for showing up. Darren, what's going on, bro? I was near Hillary today. Went to the Benz near her first time. Yeah, you ain't reach out to her though. You guys could have had the famous Instagram photo when you guys meet up. Jason, here to support you, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. Reset the zero. Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Were you not on the call or did you leave when you got the notification? Either way it goes, appreciate having you here, even if it is for a brief moment. Know what? Hey, what's going on? Clothing for a day, just for a day. I mean, it's better than none. So I saw the past. I'll catch up on them. All right, cool. So real quick before I catch up on all of the comments. What up, Leroy? I'll answer that question right after this. B-Dub, the homie, one of the subscribers to the channel, man, he challenged me to get the hats listed, and I'm proud to say that I got all of my hats -5 listed. So hat death pile is gone. Team no death pile. So Leroy says, question: how do you not let negative feedback affect your daily grind? I had this discussion with someone in the Patreon this morning. He was asking me, he was saying he got his first negative feedback over a Supreme, I don't know, it's like a duffel, but not a duffel bag. I think it was a fanny pack or something like that. And I just told him simply, man, there's two things you can do, right? If you offer free returns in your top rated plus, they'll remove the negative feedback if a buyer opens a return. So until that part of the process doesn't work, I don't let it bother me none. You know what I mean? You do get the difficult buyer that does not return the item no matter what you do, how much you like hit them up. And then that's when it bothers me a little bit. And whether it bothers me or not, I don't let it affect the grind because I had a negative feedback all year last year, the whole year, and it didn't stop my sales none. So, do I want them? No. Do I think that I'll get more in the future? Yeah. All I can do, man, is continue to do the best I can, put items up for sale on eBay the proper way, and not let a negative feedback stop me because at the end of the day, a negative feedback is just one person's opinion versus the almost 10,000 sales that I've got from people that are happy with the service provided to them. So man, you can't let one bad apple spoil the bunch. And that's my take on it. What's up, Ray? Ray just had a video drop. Don't watch it right now because you're live with me. Just got the notification today. I didn't get it before. That's what I meant. Resale. Yeah, I figured it out. I'm just a little late, a little late to the party. Currently, I've been listing 20 a day for the last month. When would you increase the amount of listings a day and by how much more? 30 a day? So it depends, right? I recommend practicing extreme patience when you're trying to jump your listing goal. There's a couple of factors that need to come into play before you can logically raise your listing goal. You can do it, but there's a couple of things that are going to happen if you do it too early. And even at a proper time to do it, you're still going to run into a couple of these. So one is going to be cash flow. That's the biggest problem a lot of people run into. They jump their listing goal up and then they run out of cash to continue listing at that clip because no, if I'm listing 5 and then I jump up to 30, I'm not selling 30 a day for quite some time. So, like, by a week or two of that, maybe, unless I had a nest egg, I'm broke. Now I'm waiting on these sales to catch up so I can continue buying my stuff. Unless you're getting it at the bins, then it's kind of more affordable. And then on top of that, you're going to run out of space. So if you don't have a storage unit or something like alternative exterior storage setup, you're going to run out of the space, the corner in the room where like the couple of totes that you may have, and you're gonna have to buy more totes. You're gonna have to get more boxes. You're gonna have to get a storage unit. These are all growing pains, regardless of how fast you do it. But if you do it before you're ready, these are going to be unforeseen expenses that come into play, and you're going to be like, now I got to spend money I don't have on storage that I don't know I need. And the biggest thing that you need to do is just practice patience. At 20 a day, if you just start doing it for a month, there's no way you're selling 20 a day yet. You're probably not going to be selling 20 a day for close to like 4 months. So I would just, proceed with the 20 for now. Wait till your listing goal kind of catches up to that. Ideally, you'd want to be at reseller Nirvana before you jumped up, but I say ideally. And I was listing 40 a day and only selling 30 a day. And I just jumped up to 45 and I'm still only selling 30 a day. So, you know, just as long as you got the cash flow, man, my theory is if I'm selling half of what I'm listing each day, then I got enough money to put towards bills, more inventory, and to keep the business running, as well as pay my personal bills. You know what I'm saying? So if it's working out for you at a 50% selling to listing ratio, rock there for a minute until you start making enough income to, and I would not jump up to 30 a day. I would probably go like something smaller of an increment, like 5. Grow slow, man, for real. If that's one thing I could take back, I would just grow a lot slower than what I did. Let's see. I noticed Tech's logo looks exactly like Terror Squad logo. Yeah, he bit Fat Joe's style on that at least. But it makes sense though. I picked up some Carhartt double front pants, but the tag is too faded to see the size. How do I measure that? Just usually, a ruler and measure the waist to the inseam and just bada bing, bada boom. That'll be more accurate than what the tag was saying anyway. I'm still in the beginner stage in clothing, thinking of doing a sales method to get sales. Yeah, go for it. Nothing wrong with a sales. Sales always bring in sales. I had a buyer ask for a return on a package I shipped out yesterday. Hasn't even got to them yet. Don't do it. Wait till it gets there. Once it gets there, tell them to open the return. Great channel. Picked up some Dockers for $1 today. Never hurts to sell for $10 to $15. Also, pro tip: never hurts to pick up cheaper selling items. Can be bundled on Poshmark. Yeah, I noticed that you just start watching the content from, I think, the short or the real Instagram reel. So appreciate you coming over here and checking it out. And I agree. I don't sell on Poshmark, but I know that people can pick up lower dollar items and then bundle them on Poshmark. I kind of do the same method on YouTube, on eBay, but that just helps me get multiple quantity orders. And I do sell Dockers as well. Took a chance this weekend, bought a t-shirt, bought a t-shirt lot, 90s and older, 200 shipped. So you bought the lot for 200 shipped? Let's see what happens. Good luck on that, bro. Was it any bangers? Because you can get like 90s tees and some of them are just $20 shirts. Did you notice an increase in sales once you hit a certain level of feedback? No. I think it looks good. I don't really understand whether the sales increase was due to, because I mean my feedback was shooting up for a while there. I mean it's still growing at a nice clip, but I was putting thank you cards in every one of the orders. So I mean it was kind of just naturally grown because some people were just generous because I put a card in there telling them to do it. But I haven't put cards in my items for the last 2 months, 3 months maybe, and I haven't noticed the slowdown of feedback growing. Do I think that I think it gives people trust that they can spend with you, but eBay offers a money back guarantee anyway. So what more of a guarantee do you need than that? So I don't really feel like it helps. Someone messaged me and was like, "How do I get a bunch of feedback like you did?" And I was like, just sell a decent amount of items and do a good job at it." But I was like, I would not get hung up on it. Unless you're like new and you're getting scam offers all the time. Ray says, LMAO, hey, just hit the thumbs up button here and then watch the video afterwards. Yeah, there you go. Bundles on Poshmark. Great. Has anybody ever bundled clothing items on eBay for lower price items and got sales? I hear that people can do that or do that to some degree, but I don't think it's as profitable as like a Poshmark thing would be. The thing is, you're going to bundle up a bunch of crap nobody wants, right? So it's better to let them create their own bundles of things they actually do want. No one's going to buy a lot of 5 pairs of jeans for one pair of jeans that they really only want versus them messaging you like, "Hey, I only want those Levi's. Can I get those? You can keep the whatever. You can keep the no boundaries jeans." You know what I'm saying? Like I rock with the method of more hooks in the water, and then instead of making a lot, lots are hard to photo accurately. At least you know you kind of just got to be vague about it, show like a sky view of everything. Unless you with 24 photos, it's probably a lot easier. But I just find it best to, take individual photos of whatever items I'm doing and make an individual listing. Uh I'll list something for $5, man. It ain't nothing. Let's see here. What's up, Nita? How you doing? Had to go hit the like button. I'm back. It skipped on me. A lot of 50 T's, 200. So that's not bad. That's not bad. What, $4 a T? So as long as they're worth it, man. We'll see what happens. I'd like to hear an update on that. I have $1 tag sell in my 5 Goodwill stores. Somebody told me earlier they got fill a bag day at whatever their thrift store is. What's up, tags for you? Better late than never. Appreciate you coming and hanging out. If all of your items were $1, would you list them all for $10 to move them quickly instead of trying to get more and sitting on them? Unless, of course, they're worth way more. No, not really. The thing is, if an item's, you don't want to underprice something, obviously, right? You're not gonna sell a Ferrari for $10, but you want to price things at what the market calls for, unless you just really don't care about how much money you're making and you just want the velocity on your store. I thought this too, right? When I first started reselling, I was like, if I just sell everything for 10, $15, I'll make money. But then like in the long run, yeah, you're making money, but you're losing a lot more unrealized capital than you think. Uh, so for instance, there's, Levi's, wide array of different Levi's. Some of them only go for $10. Some of them go for upwards of $100. And then if you lump all Levi's into the same category and just give them a price bucket of $10, you're going to be missing out on a tremendous amount of money. Because within the last 2 or 3 days, I've sold a pair of Levi's for 50 bucks. I've sold a pair of Levi's for 30 bucks. I have some listed for 70 bucks that just went live today that'll probably sell within the next couple of days. So you don't want to just go bucket pricing on everything. You know, you can have like bucket pricing for like lower tier stuff. Like all my Wrangler jeans, I'm gonna price it 15 to 20 bucks or something like that, you know, or like basic plain tees, not like plain as in like nothing on them, but like simple tees like Walmart rock band tees or like you know, something of that nature. List them all at $15 or something like that, you know, and then go from there. But I would be more strategic about the items that I'm listing, even though it is a little bit more work. In the beginning, look every item up before you list it. Or at some point in your process to get an idea of what it's going for until you get the reps in and just can list an item based off of what you continue to sell it for. Because ideally, you're picking up the same types of items you sell over and over again. That way, it'll be a little bit more easier for you. What's up, Jay? Hey, Jeff's first in the building. What's going on, bro? How's it going, Hillary? Appreciate you coming hanging out. Let's see. More hooks in the water. Love that. Yeah, definitely. Shoot, I'd love to see a full bag at any thrift store around us. Yeah, fill a bag day, definitely. Me too. Hillary, yeah, Chris was in your area earlier. Y'all should have met up. Sandra says hello, Marcus and resellers. What's up, Sandra? How you doing? Yeah, had IKEA bag full. That's crazy. He took all the good stuff from you, Hillary. That's why you didn't find nothing today. I found a decent pair of Jordan 12s at the thrift today, but it had a silverfish in it. Shook the hell out of it. Shook the hell out of them. LOL. They already sold them a car in 30 minutes after listing. Probably undersold them if they sold that quick. But hey, quick money better than no money. Everyone in the chat and you bought a ton of streetwear from 2000s and you saved your clothes from then, you might have a gold mine. I suggest you look through what you have. Y2K is on fire. I mean, that's true, but let's be honest, man. Who has saved their clothing from the 2000s? I'd really love to see you guys put it in the chat if you saved your clothing from when you were in high school, because I need to meet you and shake your hand for the great investment that you did. It's like saying, I wish I'd have saved all my Ninja Turtle toys when I was a kid. I'd be balling right now. I'm driving Lambos and all types of stuff. Let's see. First binge you went to. That's crazy, man. I recommend everybody trying the bins like immediately. Like what you're doing tomorrow, cancel it and go to the bins and let me know how it goes. Just wanted your thoughts on that. I get all of my clothes for $1, so I was wondering if it would make more sense to just let them all go for 10 unless it was worth a lot more. Well, sometimes it's worth a lot less. Just because it's $1 does not mean you should pick things up. Let's see. I see you pick up a lot of your items on your channel a lot. A lot of items I wouldn't choose to pick up, but as I up my listing goal, I'm curious what's the lowest sell-through rate you would take. So here's the thing. After doing this for a while, I stopped looking up items for sell-through. Now I buy things based off the look. I'm buying based off either I picked it up before, or it looks like something that I've sold before, or it's in a category that I know sells well. I don't look anything up anymore, and if it turns out to be a slower sell through, then eventually it'll get moved on my markdown sale. Now it's a matter of me picking up enough items to hit my listing goal. So I'd probably go as low as it goes. You know what I mean? I'm not really in awareness of what the sell-through rate is on things at the current time. Now, when I'm looking up market research on certain things, I'll find out that it's selling a whole lot better than what I expected. But usually I'm not picking up something that I don't have any knowledge about anymore, unless it's like a vintage tee or something like that. Or it has like a sports team on it that I don't know anything about because I don't watch sports. That's usually the type of thing that I'm picking up that I've never sold before, is like a vintage tee usually, or a sweatshirt, something like that. But it's based off the look, and those usually sell the fastest because they look like something that's cool, like a desirable pattern or like single stitch, or just the look of something that the Instagram vintage pages show you on there. Um, what's your Instagram? I'm the same on everything. Everything I do social media is it's Dixon's Pickens everywhere. Or are you talking to Hillary? Hillary is Hillary Crochet. I didn't go to the bins today. I went to my local Savers and got an original NES. Yeah, I saw that in the Discord. If you guys are not joined to the Discord, it's free. There's a link in the description. Landon, what's up, my guy? Said made it, about to sort out today's bins finds while I listen. Let's get it. Yep. Okay, so never mind. I may have a Y2K piece or two. Man, I knew you would. You're that type of guy though. Like you understand fashion. Bins every day, baby. Yeah, man. If I live closer, I would definitely be at the bins every day, and I would be picking nothing but like $50 items and up, maybe $30 items and up. I wish I had those Jinkos from back in the day right now. I'm telling you, man. A lot of things from back in the day, like I really wish I'd have kept. No bins in my area. The Goodwill auctions off pallets or gaylords of stuff every day. I would love it. They don't do that. They don't even do that at our Goodwill. Like it's either you buy a truckload of stuff that's already been sorted through at the end of the day, or that's it. You go to the bins and pay by pound. Um, the bins that I go to is not in my area either, Josh. I drive 2 hours to get to that bins, so it's worth the drive in my opinion. What's up, Kay Denise? How you doing? My bad, LOL. For what? Let me scroll back up here. I don't know what you're saying. You're bad about, Cam, but no need to apologize. Oh, my grammar is bad. I don't think so. I mean, you may have said something not grammatically correct, but I didn't notice it. Your logo in a blue shirt. My logo. You guys are losing me. Let's see. What's your Instagram? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, Chris. Maybe you're not talking to me. Linda from East Texas here. How you doing? What's up, Linda from East Texas? Appreciate you coming and hanging out. Question on your routine. You've got your weekly sourcing goal. Do you find you make it by going to the bins 2 times a week, or do you go more than two? I go to the bins once a week. B-Dub, I was just talking about you earlier, bro. I got all those hats listed. Marcus, what's up? Just wondering if you ended up putting those hats in your death pile the other day. Yeah, I listed all of them except for 5, and that's just because they need to be like actually thrown in the washing machine and a little bit of touch up done on them, but listed all of them. They're not all listed, they're all drafted, and they'll be getting launched one by one until they're all listed. Are you doing store reviews? I can. I just tossed out my Nelly Vocal jersey I bought back in 2003 a few weeks ago. I barely wore them back then, but it was way, way back in my old room closet. It was in no shape to resell. That's what you think. I sold some raggedy stuff. Oh shoot, Marcus is right. My Instagram name is Hillary Crochet. Yeah, I thought so. I think I just start following you. All right, good deal. My local Goodwill closed. I wish the next closest one had pallets for sale. Yes, Sublime 90. I wish mine did too, but who would have ever thought a Tupac Biggie Ice Cube tee from back in the day would sell for over 1,000 plus? I never would have thought none of this stuff would sell for as much as it does, man. Like I'm literally like blown away by the fact that some of this stuff sells for the prices that it does. I never would have thought like a $10, $15 t-shirt would go for upwards of $100. But hey, I'm glad that it did and does. When you upload your listings in the morning, do you upload one at a time or bulk list all at once? Or do you schedule the listings in case you oversleep? Oversleep? What's that? No, there's no oversleeping going on over here. But I do I launched them one by one. I was doing them in bulk, and then I was finding that I was relisting items. So say I create a draft, right? Somehow I end up copying the listing of said items. Say I'm trying to list this hat, right? So I list camo hat, or I search camo hat in my store. somehow I make two drafts. One is the actual listing, so now it's double listed and I'm unaware of it. Uh, and then one is the current listing that I was making of the new item. So then I go to list in bulk, right? Now I've relisted this item in my store that I don't even have because it's sold already. You know what I'm saying? So I stopped listing in bulk and I start listing one by one, and I'm double checking for errors. I'm double checking to see if the listing is a duplicate, and just making sure everything's right with the listing. And I do that one by one. I used to do it all in bulk, but I was launching too many items with issues into my store, and I was paying for it. So now I just do it one by one, and I double check everything. And I just get up early, so there's no oversleeping around here, man. I set the alarm and I get up, because if I don't have enough time in the day as it is already. So if I oversleep, I'm making things real hard on myself. Sue says she's scheduled out 14 days now with 50 in the draft. That's what's up. She's killing it. You ready for when you move? Oh man, I didn't even know what Y2K meant. Now I do. I just pick up a Nike jacket that looked like the newer ones, but has the early 2000 ugly gray tag. Y2K, man, it just makes me feel old that you don't know what that is, but it is what it is. Somebody just joined the Discord. Bobby S, thank you for joining the Good Pickings Discord. Was a Hillary message. Okay. You're killing it. Here she is. Was making sure. Alrighty. That's what's up, man. Motivation at its finest. Yeah, man. If someone didn't tell me to do it, I probably wouldn't have done it. So thanks for telling me, bro. Wearing a blue shirt. Alrighty. From the auction professor eBay app, changing, causing problems, new issues. So I don't know what they did on the app, but I know what I noticed today was, and let me pull this up on my screen. What I noticed today was that they were changing the listing tab. So like when let me go to the Discord. Where's it at? Where did I post this at? So if you see this photo right here, this red button that says remove all, normally that wasn't there when you go to, like, say you're copying or you're selling similar from your store, right? This is my listing. This red button used to not be red. And then when I deleted all the photos, these little squares down here, they're perforated. Those lines used to not be perforated either. So that's a new addition that they did today. I feel like that's probably messing up some of the sales. Anytime they do anything inside of the app or the platform itself, it messes up things for everybody. So be on the lookout. James will probably have a video about it later on. We'll see what's going on. Breakfast was ready, had to eat. I don't eat breakfast, man. I wait till like noon to eat. Please post your store name so Marcus can check it out. Yes, if you have, I'm sorry, I'll get there. eBay changed something and didn't tell us. They never tell us. They tell us on the updates, but they change stuff almost every day and don't tell us. What's up, Eli? How you doing? Back, thank you. I come across clothing at bins that are new at tags. Are there any new at tags clothing that you would pass on from the bins? Yeah, most of it. Just because it's new at tags doesn't mean it's valuable. Just look it up, see what the comps say, or if it's something that you sold before, then pick it up. I just found out about the eBay issue. I just found out about it earlier because I was listing and I noticed it. Hey, Marcus, I'm at 70 listings and I'm doing 3 per day. I feel like I'm losing the drive because I feel that my sales aren't where they need to be. I've only been doing this for about a month or a little more. So that's the thing. Your expectations are probably way higher than they should be. And I mean that in the nicest possible way. With 70 sales a day, you shouldn't even be selling one a day yet. So I don't know what you're expecting to sell. It's going to take you a little bit to catch up. But with 70 items, I'd be surprised if you sell one a week, unless they're really, really great items. The breakdown listing impressions 244,215, click-through rate 0.3, sales conversion rate 1.7. Is this good or not? Well, let's look at mine. It's not bad. It's just not, it's not awesome either, but you don't have a lot of options to choose from. So we'll go to overview. So for me, where we at? Okay. Listing impressions. This is with 6,381 items though, so don't take this with a grain of salt. 15 million impressions. Click-through rates at 0.2. It never changes. Even though it says down 0.0, it'll say up 0.0, and it's never been different than 2. But out of 15 million listing impressions, I got 39,000 views. That is down a little bit. Down 4.4%. Usually it's at like 41, whatever. That could be from whatever's going on in the algorithm today. My sales conversion rate, it's usually at 2. It says it's down 0.0%. Sometimes it's up 0.0% as well, and it's at 2. But it fluctuates between 1.9 to 2%. So what these mean is the impressions. It's like looking at YouTube and seeing a thumbnail. If you scroll past it, that's still an impression. A click through is seeing the thumbnail and then clicking on it. That's like you seeing my video thumbnail and then clicking on the video. The listing page view is how many people view the item, right? How many people actually click through on it is 39,000 people clicked on items out of 16 million. So 2% is the amount of people that buy something out of the 39,000. So I don't know what you're selling, how many you're selling a day, but you got to be patient. This is a long game you're playing. You're not sprinting. You got to run the race. Please be patient and keep going. Don't give up. This is an incredible opportunity we have here, and I really encourage you to just keep going. What's your favorite brand to pick up? I don't have a favorite brand. There's brands that I'm excited when I find, which are like Patagonia, Filson. I've only found once, but I'm like super stoked whenever I find that. Jinko, any like Grail wrap tea or like any tea that's gonna go for like upwards of 75 to $100 is a good day for me. I don't have like a brand that I seek. Like I'm not going out with intent to find a certain brand every day, because when I do source, I go to the bins and it's so uncontrollable what I'm gonna find. So I'm just glad to find whatever I do find. Yep, I just joined. You just joined what? Let me scroll back up to your last comment. My local Goodwills. I don't know what did you just join, Sublime 90? Okay, let's see. Hi, Marks and everyone. Hi, Eli. I said hi earlier. I don't know if you noticed. Maybe I'm taking too long to get to you guys' comments. Oh, my bad. I thought I heard you say in one of your recent videos you were running late to the bins because you overslept. Yeah, that was like by 47 minutes. And it's only because I overslept to get on the highway by 8 o'clock. 6:45 in the morning was the time that I woke up. And normally I need to get up by 6. So yeah, technically I did oversleep. But I'm not sleeping until like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, nothing like that. Like if I'm not up by 7, that is a late start. So yeah, I guess technically you're right. Thank you for the correction, buddy. I noticed on the app that when buyers go to buy an item, your name and feedback is shown on the main page. Yeah, they did that about last week. It's like that on the computer too. Love your chill energy. Zippadoo, I love your name. So at least we're loving each other, man. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Hillary says Marcus' version of oversleeping still has him up before the rest of us. LOL. Yeah, normally I set my alarm for 5 o'clock in the morning every morning. That doesn't necessarily mean that I get up at 5 o'clock every morning. That just means I need to prepare myself to start getting up. So I'll snooze a couple of times in between there, but I like to be up by 6 and reading my Bible, and done with my Bible reading by 7, and then like actually starting my workday by 7. 7 to 5 is ideal for me. If everything goes perfectly smooth, It never goes perfectly smooth. I still have 20 listings to do after this, but I've added a couple of things into my day that make my day go longer. It just is what it is. Um, Thinking about hiring a shipper. I have a pair of Bulgari shades that have a tiny burn mark on the top brim, but scratches or anything. Should I list or toss? I would list them. Just give somebody a really good deal. Nobody cares about how they look. They just want the name. They want to flex. What's up, Fino? My guy, my store. What a deal to you. Okay. I'll go to you. I'm trying to get whoever that was, VIP that asked first. I'll get to him first. Let me scroll down here and see. He did not put his he probably burnt out. So y'all go to you. Um it's the eBay app used condition issue. What are you talking about now, Laura? It won't let you sort the condition. Are you listening on the phone or are you listening on a computer? Because I have not had that issue today. Listing from a computer. So we'll just see. Tim, my guy. Thank you, Marcus. I'm testing my audio amps with your YouTube page. You sound good to me. That's what's up, bro. Now you got to list them. List them, Tim. You can't sell them if they ain't listed. Tim's got thousands and thousands of items, like comparable to James, and ain't listing nothing. He's like, I ain't selling nothing because I ain't listing nothing. Got to list it, bro. All right, let's go. What a deal to you. That you with a Y O U. My memory is in the mud. Okay, wow, you. Alrighty. Hang tight. I'll share the screen. Fino says, been at it, or 1 month in, you got to keep pushing. Yeah, 1 month in is not enough sample space. 1 month in, I don't even think I had 100 items listed at 1 month in. Just got to be patient. 240 Jay-Z. So, what a deal for you. New offer. Let me take this offer, man. I got to get rid of these things. Whatever it is, I don't care. Accept. Yes. That's how you do it, guys. Don't have any emotions about your items. Just sell them. Got somebody want to buy them? Don't hang on to it. All right. Back to action. Sorry about that. I like the banner. Pretty cool. I like the hanger. Pretty cool. I see the theme. I smell what you're stepping in. 100% positive feedback. 1.6 thousand items sold. Let's go. 89 followers. That's great. If you're not utilizing store coupons and sending these buyers coupons to get repeat buyers, I suggest you do that. Store newly listed. All right, let's click on one of these items. All right, Kenzie jeans, women's 10, vintage luxe, the wide leg denim high rise stretch raw hem. Great use of keywords and accurate description of the make of the jeans. I like your fabric. What is that? Is that a blanket or is that a carpet? What you got going on there? I need something new. My fabric's kind of flat. It kind of looks like mine, honestly. Just fresher. Great photos, though. I don't know about Kenzie being like a really great brand, but $22 for new seems okay. Got the waist measurement. Boom. Rise. Nice. Got a, what's that, a knee vert? Is that a knee measurement or is that the upper thigh? And leg opening. So yeah, you're providing good, accurate measurements for people. You have all the keywords, proper keywords in the title. Title structure is perfect. 760. So I would probably not. Is this first class or is this priority? Because if it's priority and you're doing first, if you're doing flat rate shipping, giving them the price that you pay, you lose $1. So I would not do that if that's what you're doing. Let me open up my YouTube, and so that way I can see the comments as they come in, because I can't see them on StreamYard. So bear with me one moment, and so I could see what you're saying. What up, Craig? What's going on with you, bro? Let's see here. Okay, Sublime 90, you joined the Discord. Okay, is your name Bobby? I'm just seeing somebody join named Bobby S or something like that. All right. Need to get back on the horse, Craig. Don't fall off the horse, man. That's you got to stay on. All right, so if you could respond to the feedback, it has a vid on it. What are you talking about, Cam? Let me catch up. All right, well, so if you could let me know what shipping this is, because it's just saying expedited, so I'm assuming that means flat rate. If that's what you're doing, you're going to lose money on the shipping, but the buyer gets an incredible deal. 30-day returns, seller pays returns, good deal, free shipping. So this allows you to have feedback protection. Say a buyer leaves a negative feedback. If you get them to open the return, you'll be covered on negative feedback. They will remove it once the item is either shipped or arrives. It hasn't happened to me in a while, but I think it's at least on arrival, I know it gets removed. New tags, accents, logo, fringe, women. Great keywords or great theme in there. You're doing a good job. Alrighty. Smoke and pet-free home, bin 29. All right, good deal. That's a good quality listing. I'll look at one more. So see other items. First, I want to see how many you're listing a day. 1, 2, 2 today, or 2 today. So your listing is inconsistent. For a consistent amount of sales and a consistent amount of traffic, I would list the same number every day. So like today you listed 2, you listed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 on the 10th. Then you listed 2 again on the 9th. Then inconsistent on the 8th again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you went hard on the 8th. And so like what I would recommend you doing is find the average. Find a number that you can comfortably list. Landon says blue, always a good keyword for jeans. Yeah, definitely, because they're blue jeans. So you might want to add that to your titles as well. But you're listing good items. Just make sure you list the same amount of items each day. Your photos are, kind of all over the place with the shirts, at least. So like this polo shirt, you have a up close of the logo. I would not recommend that. Just like this shirt, you have an up close of the top of the collar, or like the top half where the collar is. I also would not do that. I would do all of my photos, my main photos, a whole layout of the item, so that way the buyer can see the item that they're getting. Like this Disney jacket, it's just another like one of those weird like close-ups of the collar. I just don't. I mean, that looks good to some degree, you know what I mean, but I just don't think that's causing the buyer to have to like stop and like click in your item to look and see what the main photo looks like, and that's going to make a lazy buyer pass. And let's be honest, everybody's lazy nowadays. So if they're not seeing what the item looks like from the first photo, they're probably going to keep scrolling, because nobody even clicks into a description to read the description. So you're probably losing out on potential sales by not having that, especially on a vintage item. Like, no one can tell what that item looks like. So that's just some of my feedback. I would break down your listing goal into one consistent amount of listings every single day. Don't do 2 today. Don't do 5 yesterday. Don't do 6 tomorrow. Just do 4 every day and save the drafts. Just my 2 cents. Let's see how many you're selling. Sold So you are selling 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're selling between 4 to 6 a day. That's pretty good considering your listings are all over the place. Um, but a little bit of consistency will lead to more consistent sales. But you're doing good. I would keep up what you're doing. I don't see any noticeable flaws in your listings except for that weird, like, not whole item main photo. And keep it up. Let's see. What do I got going on here? Alrighty. So let me get caught up on this chat. I appreciate you guys' patience. A lot of people drop off when I start doing the store reviews. So it's probably something that not everybody's interested in, but I just want to help people. Let's see. I'm blessed that my feedback I'm blessed that my feedback is still at 100%, but I have defects and I'm worried because I was told with defects they could cancel your account. Do they drop off after a period of time? So there's defects and then there's INADs, right? Defects are bad. You don't want defects. INADs just mean that they charge you a certain amount of extra percentage. I think it's 5% extra on final value fees. So let me show you what I'm talking about here and why you don't want them versus why it doesn't necessarily matter to get INADs versus defects. So let's go here to performance. By the way, I hit 50K today, guys. 50K. We ain't even 4 complete months. Well, I guess we are 4 months in, but a little over 100 days in, 50K. Seller level is what you want to look at. Nope, seller metrics. Sorry. Service metrics. These are my INADs. 9 returns. Let me make this bigger. 9 INADs. I'm at 0.48% on the INADs. 9 returns out of 1,800 were INADs. Now, see how this is in the average range. I believe once this gets to very high is when they start taxing you an additional 5%. So you don't want to get there, especially if you've sold under 400 items, which is the second part of your question. If you sell under 400 items every 3 months, you will get based on a year-long time frame, which means if you get defects, it's going to take them a year from the time you receive them to fall off. Versus if you sell 400 items or more in a 3-month period, your defects will fall off every 90 days from the time you receive that defect. So the item, the name of the game, period, on eBay is to sell as many items as possible. And let me show you a good example of that. Right now, you see how I have 9 returns and I'm at 0.48% out of 1,800 sales, right? Watch this. The projected rate, which means the next rate, 10 returns, I'm still at the 0.48% because I've sold an additional 200 items last month than I did the month before. So 10 INADs, and I'm still at 0.48% because I sold more items. So if I would have sold the same amount of items, I probably would have been in the high range, right? So obviously the goal is to deliver the best experience you can, the most accurate items you can. But even at that, you're still going to have don't match description or photos for one reason or another because either the color doesn't match exactly like the way the item arrives or whatever the case may be. I can't remember exactly what all these reasons were off the top of my head. I guess we could go look at them, but that's just something for another day. But even with all that being said, just sell more items in the shortest amount of period and those defects won't matter so much. Now, a defect, this is a defect, right? Transaction defect rate. These would be Case closed without seller resolution. Tracking uploaded on time and validated. Late shipment rate and transaction defect rate. These are the ones you don't want to get a bunch of. I think you can only get yeah, 0.50% or less. And then you get dinged on your account to where eventually if you get more than what you're supposed to, they can either suspend you. If they keep on suspending you, they can shut your account down, and you don't want none of that. So the moral of the story is to just provide the best service you can, do the best job on eBay that you can, and you should be in good standing. Let's see. That was good information about the bundles on eBay. I appreciate it. You're welcome. Glad to provide any information. I'm selling about 5 to 10 a week right now, roughly. So that's not too bad. Just be patient. Really, you're just gonna have to be patient. 944 views, listing page views. Uh, just get more quality items up, list them at a great price, and yeah, like Hillary said, keep going. It takes time to get traction. I didn't start getting traction until I had like upwards of 1,000 items. And even with 1,000 items a day, there'd be days where I'd only sell five. There'd be days that I sell 15. But on average, it was between 7 to 10. So you kind of just gotta put in the reps. And that's the thing about eBay. Everybody expects quick, not everybody, but a lot of people expect quick results. You're not gonna start on eBay today and be where I'm at tomorrow. It just doesn't work like that. I've been selling on eBay for just a little over 2 years, and I'm just this is as far as I've gotten. You know what I mean? And I'm trying my butt off. So just be patient. Don't compare yourself to others. From a beginner who now has 450 listings and a bit over 200 sales sold, learn sell through rates. I use a Google Sheet and just research brands to their category, to their size. Resale Warrior is he does that as well. Like has a he has a brand list with like percentages. Thrift of Life does as well, like a brand list of like the percentages that they sell through. If you go back to, I'll show you guys on my channel. I have a video on my channel where I go through the I think I just did 10 on this video. Um, let me make sure. Can you guys see this? No, you can't see it yet. I do this video where it's I think just 10 brands and the percentages of their sell through. This video is horrible. It's really cringe, and I don't even know why I'm telling you guys about it. Where's all my freaking videos at, dude? Let's see here. Library. Maybe it's in the library. Nope, those are all the videos I've watched. Home. We'll get it together, guys. Hang on a second. But maybe I'll type it in. Let's see, 300% sell through, I think I called it. Nope. I don't know. I'll find it and then link it. But the video, it's like 10 videos or 10 brands with over 300% sell through or something like that. And there's tons of videos out there, tons of people out there making content that can show you what brands are selling and how fast they will sell through. But there's no research like your own research. The best thing you can do is look everything up in the beginning and don't stop looking stuff up until and never 100% stop looking stuff up. There's still, even today, when I was listing, I looked up a good handful of items because they're just things that I didn't know about, brands that I've never sold before, but have the look to it that I'm looking for, or I just haven't sold in a while and I want to verify that their sell through is still what I'm looking for. All right, so I'm putting the link to my video in the chat. You can check it out later, save it to your watch list or something like that. And well, Oh, did I not copy it? The heck's going on here? I guess I gotta copy the URL first, huh? Acting like a real rookie over here, straight noob. Don't know how to share a video. All right, so there's tons of resources out there though that'll help you if you guys want like a cheat sheet. If you want, I can do you one even better. If you join Bo Johnson and my Patreon, we have a Patreon together. He's got a free brand list inside of it's 50 brands inside of that inside of our Patreon for you guys, and a free spreadsheet, all types of goodies inside of there, man. It's better than using my link. That spreadsheet costs $125. Let's see. Let me get caught up here. Stopping by to say hi. You're probably gone by now. Past life pickings. Appreciate you coming by. I saw a short video of yours. About how you take a day off from eBay. This info was revolutionary. Now we have begun drafts to get to have some days off, and it's worked out wonderfully. Thanks, Marcus. No problem. I think everyone should take a day off from eBay. If you don't, you'll get burned out. I know in the beginning, before I started actually like focusing on building a draft bank up, I never took a day off, and then I just got sick of it. Um, of course, I would take time off, like, like when I felt like I absolutely needed to, or when I was going on vacation. But now, I just schedule it in, and I take every Monday and Saturday off like clockwork. Uh, and it's the best. Would you ever relocate to be closer to the Bends? This is the thing, man. I would love to. I'm from St. Louis, where the Bends are. I would love to move back there, but then that would require, like, I'm really, really involved in my church, and that would require me not going to the church that I go to anymore. And I've built up all the friends that I have are Christians. If I was to move back to St. Louis, I would not have any friends. I only people I would know would be people from my old way of life, and I don't want nothing to do with none of those people. So, it would be better for me, like, financially. I could source more better items, but in all actuality, man, Jesus means way more to me than any money ever could. And so, like, I'm sticking where I'm at because that's where I'm grounded at in my faith. So if that means me having to drive to the bins every day to source better items or more items or whatever, I would end up doing that. I would just have to put in the work. I would not be able to do that without employees though. So for the time being, this is just what it is. Until I can get some employees on deck, I'm gonna just keep sourcing one day a week. It's working out so far. I would implement a second day in there at some point if it's what I had to do. But I probably would not move I would not move just to be close to the bins, because that's not what's the most important to me in life. I'm learning each day that goes by. I'm just trying to see quicker gains. Yeah, that's not the way to do it. Everybody wants quicker gains. What up, Jimmy? Everybody wants quicker gains, but the best way to do it is to grow safely. I'm so far behind, guys. I apologize. I will go to the bins, but my death pile says don't go anywhere. Yeah, right. My impressions are an average of 100 million. Oh, 100,000 with 100 or 1,000. Is that 7? Yeah. 1,777. I'm super slow. Shipped out 31 items Friday today. Let's go. When it comes to making sales, you can't decide how quickly something sells unless you're going to price it below the average that you see in sold comps. That's what I did. Do as a beginner to sell lower. What's up, Craig? You already said what's up to you. Let me try to get caught up here. When I dropped off items at the post office, the lady saw them in illegal flat rate envelopes and said, those aren't meant for that. It's meant for paper. Like, bruh, if it fits, it ships. Cam, I really hope you're here. And I hope everyone is here. We're going to look this up right now. Matter of fact, I'm going to just go to the Discord because we were talking about this in the Discord earlier, that they're tripping. Don't let them pull that on you. Don't let them pull that on you, because it definitely doesn't say anything about a size or anything. Where's the freaking thing at, man? Sorry, guys. Having a minor meltdown. It's all good. I recouped. So let me go to the Good Pickings Discord. Where it at? Where it at? We were just talking about it. All right, so look, there is currently no maximum thickness for a flat rate envelope. Flat refers to the price, not to the shape. The words large envelopes and flats are used interchangeably. What you call them flats must have one dimension that is greater than 6 to 1/8 of an inch, or 11 to and a half inches long, or fourth of an inch thick. Be no more than 12 inches high and 15 inches long. I don't know what that is, but that ain't what we was talking about. Let me go back to, I think it's going to be all the way up to yesterday. Okay, so flat rate envelopes are best suited for documents, but if you choose to send another type of item up to 70 pounds, it should not reconstruct or expand the envelope in any way. As long as the envelope closes with the normal folds, bulges will not matter. There is no maximum thickness for flat rate envelopes. So you guys just take a big old screenshot of that right there and then show that to your post office worker the next time that you're there, and tell them take a big bite of that sandwich, and you should be all good. Tell them Dixon's Picking said so. So yeah, man, I don't know if you're still here, Cam, but hopefully that helps anyone that's been having problems with their post office. Thanks for the review. Blanket or background blanket from Walmart. Shipping is flat rate envelope. All right, yeah. So I would raise that flat rate envelope cost up a little bit, because you're losing money at that price, but you're also giving the buyer an incredible deal, better than what you're getting. Although that is what you're paying, but you're losing $1. What's up, Joe? I don't know if you're even here anymore. Christopher, how was the Benz today? Congratulations. Ooh, 50K. Yeah, thanks, guys. 50K already. That's great. Let's see. VIP, that's where I'm at, right? Great. Got good amount of stuff. That's what's up. I currently have 350 items listed, and the last 90 days I have 260 sales. Is that a good conversion rate? Yeah, it's pretty great, honestly. What would be considered good? If not, that is good. Usually a safe bet is like if your actives and your 90-day listed versus your 90-day sold are very close, you're even matching, it's really good. If you start getting into the higher ranges of like higher actives versus what you're selling, then you actually want to do the mathematics and figure out if that percentage is what you deem appropriate or not. But I think an average percentage is I don't know, I think it's like 14% average, or maybe it's 30% average of what the current buyer or current seller has. So don't shoot yourself in the foot if you're not, where you think you should be, because you're probably above average. Had a buyer buy an item but didn't pay for it. He messaged me the next day and said he had the money but still hasn't paid. Scam. I don't know. I've never came across that one. I would message him back and ask him why hasn't he paid if he has the money. Hey, Marcus, on flat rate envelopes, I ship 15 to 20 per day. Most of the time, both ends stick up and it seems unreliable. Do you fold it a certain way, or if it's real? I don't. Oh, real bold, you tape it up. No, I don't. If it's This is the only time I tape it, right? If it's like a puffer, like fleece or jacket or something like that, like if it's extremely puffy and I've smashed all the air out of it and then forced it into a flat rate envelope, then I'll tape it, because there's times that I'll seal it in one of these clear bags that I put my inventory in right there. If you could see it, let me get this off the screen. Those bags that I seal the items up in, sometimes they'll expand and bust the bag open because I've smashed all the air out of the item. So if it does that in a bag, I will tape it on the package just for safekeeping. Usually that glue does stick very well, but I'm not taping any corners down or none of that stuff. Although I heard sometimes if they point out too much, they can get stuck on the conveyor belt, but I don't got time to be trying to tape down corners, so I'll just leave it the way it is. I haven't found out that I've caused any issues as of yet. Started out new 40-hour work week, so now I have 15 more hours for eBay. Time to grow. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, man. There's that video I was talking about. Well done, my young Padawan. He's doing good, man. That's what's up. Jesus is King. Absolutely. Respect for choosing to live closer to your church, and God bless you brother in Christ's name. Yes, sir. Definitely. Do you take your items out of the plastic bag you store them in when they sell or ship it? Yeah, I ship it the way it is. Um, I can only imagine the time it would take to unsell the items and try to reuse those bags. What is your average cost of goods nowadays? I could show you. Let me go back to this screen. Where are we at? Where are we at? Okay. So I don't know if you guys are seeing this. This is my average cost of goods right now. It's $1.44 per item. This is how I track all my inventory. So every day that I go to the bins, like this is the month of April. Yesterday, I went and I got well, I didn't track yesterday's numbers yet. But so every day that I buy stuff, I put it in here. So 53 items, 187 items on up, and what I paid and where I got it from. Um, and then it just averages it out right here. So I'm at $1.44 for how many items have I bought so far? I bought 4,002 items so far this year, and I've paid $5,745 on inventory so far this year. So not very much, honestly, when you look at how many items I bought. 4,000 items for 5,700 is pretty good deal, in my opinion. Let's see here. What's up, Seth? How you doing? Also, Marcus, when I do drafts, I can't add a custom label till after I make that draft go live. Is that how it is? It's a pain editing 3 listings a day right now when it happened at 20 a day. So no, you should be able to do it right now. Even if you're listing from a phone, if you go to, like, let me just go to my listings. So drafts, right? Go to drafts. I don't know if you're listing on a phone or a computer. So each one of these listings has a custom SKU. And I put this in on the actual listing. Let me go to the most recent listing. So, come on, man. If you look right here, underneath, this is the title. Right here on the computer, at least for me, there's the custom SKU spot. And this is where I put my items in. I don't have to wait until I go live with it or nothing. But even on the phone, there's an option to do this there as well. So let me try to pull it up on the phone and show you as well to where you can see it on the screen at least. So I go to this item. This is the item that I'm listing, right? You go into item specifics. Once the item specifics load, scroll all the way down to the bottom. Right there, custom SKU. That's how you add it in on the phone. So you go to your item specifics and scroll all the way to the bottom. There should be an option to add a custom SKU there. You shouldn't have to. There should be no waiting to add a custom SKU for any reason. So I don't know if you're still here, but if you are, that's how you do it. I put hard goods in boxes and slide it in legal flat rate envelopes. For whatever reason, my PO doesn't like it. I don't know, man. They just be tripping sometimes. From PC under your photos, you should see. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, if it's not turned on, that's also a problem. And you can also turn off things like bold and subtitle and crap like that, I turned off the subtitle because I'll never pay for a subtitle. If you fold the bottom of the flat rate envelope up, there you go. Yeah, I heard they definitely don't like that. For flat rate envelopes, I'll make a crease 1/4 of an inch from the bottom and push the corners. I've done that before, but I didn't like necessarily fold it and like make the crease. I have expanded the bottom. John, what's going on, bro? God is good. Appreciate you being here, brother. Hello, chat. Hope all is well. I'm doing good, man. Living life for Christ and trying to help people grow their eBay business, man. My PO won't accept flat rate envelopes if they are taped, man. I'm glad I don't live where you live. Them ladies there accept anything I do. Run the comp. So nice, man. Thanks. Will that stay or will I need to do that for each draft? No, that's how it is. If you turn it on, it's a setting. If you turn it on, it's just on. When should I list more items? I'm currently listing 6 a day. So far this month, I have had 64 sales between 3 to 12 sales each day. That's a very wide array of numbers. How many are you listing a day? 6 a day. Is your cash flow available and what are you considering moving up to? Let's discuss that first. Let's see. Rachel Strickland has a good video on how to expand flat rate envelopes. Yeah, she got flamed in the comments for that, man. I can't believe that tore her up like that, man. That's crazy. But yeah, that's a very good, helpful video on how to expand your cardboard envelopes. They also gave her flack for like putting the straw in the padded flat rate envelope and like sucking the air out of it. Like, who cares, man? These are like tips to help people grow. And like people are like saying negative things. It's just crazy, man. Yeah, it'll stay there. I'm best friends with all 3 of the post office clerks at this point. Haha, second home. I'm the same way. I wouldn't say best friends, but two or 3 of them are subscribed to my channel, so like they know what I'm doing. And they're all women. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but there's no men that work there, so they're all nice ladies and just like want to help. You know what I mean? Like they're like motherly. So I'll go in there. They help me get whatever I need done and on to the next one, man. They're so nice. Thanks for the live and thanks for always motivating me to list 20 a day. It's been 3 months straight. So what are your sales at so far, bro? If you're listing 20 a day and you've been doing it for 3 months, has your listing goal caught up to your selling goal? What's up, Jared? How you doing, buddy? My guy, channel member and Patreon member right there. That's a double whammy for you, bro. I want to move to 10 items a day, and I have plenty of inventory to maintain it, but don't want to move too fast if it will affect my store. So it's not going to affect your store in the sense that you're thinking. What can affect your store? Say you go from selling 10,000 a month to now all of a sudden you're selling 65,000 a month. You're definitely getting a freeze on your account. I think it's called an MCOO or ACOO1 or something like that. Yeah, you're getting one of those. That's grown too fast. Going from 6 to 10 a day, that's not going to stop anything, bro. Just I'd go ahead and do that if you can manage it and you're not having any issues putting things away, finding items. You're not getting any INADs for like, stupid things from mistakes that you're making trying to grow too fast. If everything's going smoothly, I would say go ahead and go to 10 as long as cash flow is there and you seem to have, enough items around already. Go ahead and try it. How long have you been doing 6 listings a day? B-Dubs has 2,000 items now, and I sell about 10 a day. I was at 3 a day 3 months ago. So yeah, that's pretty good progress. You're still not where you need to be, but you're at better than what you were. I would probably stick there for another 2 to 3 months, maybe at least another month before you ever even consider growing your listings anymore. And I would see if you can get that closer to at least a half, 10, you're at the halfway mark, but I would consider sticking there, try to get to like 15 before you grow. And that's just to be on the smart side of things. But like I said, man, if you're listing and selling 50% of what you're listing, then I mean you're safe in my book. Same with you, John. He says my monthly impressions is 500,000, so not sure how that is. It's not necessarily based off the impressions. My impressions are, you know, I get a lot of people that watch my YouTube channel that go what they're doing over there. Maybe they're selling similar off my listings. Maybe they're just looking to see what I'm selling. So like impressions don't really matter. If you see like my impressions are way higher compared to my actual listing page views are down 4%. You know what I mean? So it's not really about the impressions as much as the item you're selling. All you need is one view. All you need is one view, one buyer to look at it and buy it. I've sold items with one view. I've sold items with two views. So it's really not even about impressions as much as it's about how many people are actually buying what you're selling them because it's what they were looking for. Um, I promoted 10% too. So there's a lot of people seeing my items that don't want it because eBay is just showing it to them. Like, you might also like this because this guy's paying us a lot of money. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean that the person seeing it wants it. You know what I mean? Like, if some dude's on there shopping for a vintage tee, but then like my Patagonia fleece comes in there, like he's not looking for that. He might buy it because it's Patagonia, but let it be a Columbia. They're gonna be like, I don't want this garbage. You know what I mean? Like, why are you showing me this? So, take it with a grain of salt with impressions. Thank you. I have done 5 listings a day for the last 3 months without missing a day and just moved to 6 3 weeks ago. Yeah, I'd give it a couple more weeks, maybe another month or so, a minimum, and see how that helps you. Like with that ratio of time, it's not a big enough time pool. It's not a big enough sample size to really gauge the results you're going to get from raising the listing goal. Now, B Dub, 3 months, that's a pretty good indication of how his sales are trending. That's a very large sample pool of time. I would have more faith in his listing goal at the current time than yours is, but 6 and 10 is like the same thing. No shade or nothing like that, but when you're listing such a small number, it's not going to matter to eBay one way or another. 10, 6, 5, it's all the same to them. Um, it doesn't really make much difference till you start listing a higher number of items. I can do 5 more a day easily. I drafted and took photos of 40 yesterday and took today off to go to the bins. Nice. So I would keep up at the clip that you're at until like everything's like running super smooth. You got some 2 weeks of drafts up. If you got 2 week draft bank built up, I would recommend raising your listing goal. If you can do 2 weeks of drafts and you still have no problem getting your listings up every day, I would consider it safe to increase at that point for anybody. That's a blanket across the board for anyone. If you can get 2 weeks of drafts up and you're selling 50% of at least what you list, it's safe to grow. All right, man, take it easy. Do you have your shipping costs deducted from a cashback credit card? No, I just have it come out of my pending payouts. Daily Refinement does not do that. He did do that at some point. He doesn't do that anymore. Said it was a waste. Uh, that's good to know. And what would be a risky number? Also, no offense at all taken. I want all the advice. I want to do this full time. Risky would be to go from 6 to 20. I wouldn't do that. That's too much. 6 to 30, yeah, I definitely wouldn't do that. And it's not risky as in the sense of like you'll get flagged by eBay. It's just because you're not selling a volume of a number of like monetary to where you're going to get flagged, but it would probably be risky on your behalf because you wouldn't be able to sustain that unless you're getting your items for dirtball cheap and you can sustain that. Then it's a different story. But if you're selling like iPhones and you go from selling like 1 to 2 a day to selling like 50 to 100 a day, yeah, you're gonna raise some flags. um, that's just how it goes. Growing safely and slowly is the best way to do it. The flipping genius, I appreciate you too. So anybody got any last minute questions? This isn't as long as I've been going on these weekly lives, but people are starting to leave and views are starting to go down. So I'm assuming people are not interested anymore. So I can get back to doing my 20 listings if no one's got any more information that they need or any questions to ask. If you guys are catching this on the replay, really do appreciate you guys coming to watch these videos. It really helps people see more of this content. A lot of new sellers out there trying to get started with the way the economy is going, and this content can help them. Not saying it will, but I'm pretty sure someone out there will learn something from this. So by liking the video, it helps people that are looking for this type of content find it, and they can then receive the value from it. Would you consider a larger place or a 3-car garage instead of a storage unit? Depends on what you're paying for the storage unit. I just acquired 2 more storage units today. And let me do the math on that. So for 5 storage units total, I'm paying $350 for 5 storage units. So I would not go out and get anything house related, 3-car garage, or none of that stuff, because my storage units are extremely unfairly cheap. So I would just continue to do what I'm doing. If you can get a house with a 3-car garage that is cheaper than $350 a month, then by all means, go ahead. Gotcha. Thank you. I appreciate the videos and knowledge you give. No problem. Thanks. No problem. Do you do the daily payment option on eBay? Yes, I do. Favorite snack food? That's tough. Favorite snack food? It would probably be like something like really, really bad for you, like uh a chocolate, like Heath Crunch like type concrete or something from some type of like restaurant, Dairy Queen, or like we got a place here in Cape Girardeau called Andy's Custard, or in St. Louis they have Ted Drew's frozen custard. So it'd probably be like something Heath or something caramel and peanut butter related. I love chocolate though, man. I love stuff that I shouldn't love. Thanks, appreciate it. I'm paying 150 for a storage unit, and that's a 10 by 8. Yeah, I believe these are 10 by 10. One of them, the other ones are a little bit bigger than the newer ones that are being built for some reason or another. I don't know why. But even 10 by 10, $70 a month is pretty good. Yep, no problem. Do you do? Yep, all right, answered that. Laura says, have you ever tried a 3-day sale, then repeat the 3-day sale? No, I've only done the month on sales. I need another one. It's just about maxed. Is it just about maxed, or are you just like getting cramped and you like, if you got like your systems in place like me, like I don't need the other 2 storage units that I just acquired. I'm just getting them to have them for the future growth. Because I don't want my storage units to be all spaced out and like not next to each other. So I went ahead and snatched them up while they're brand new. Like they literally just put the doors on them today, like super fresh. Like I'll be the first to break them in, but I don't need them yet. But I know that I will need them within the next 2 or 3 months. So they're so cheap that I can just rent them and not have anything in them yet. It's it's an incredible deal, and I'm not going to pass it up. Let's see here. That's crazy. I'm paying almost that for 1 unit. Yeah, it's crazy. So you see what I'm saying? Like it's smart for me to go ahead and grab them. Popcorn, that's not an enjoyable snack. You got to do better than that, Laura. I feel for you, homie. Unless it's like white cheddar popcorn, that's pretty fire. I have to pay 105 for a 5 by 10 indoor climate control unit. Very jealous. Yeah, mine are indoor. It's climate controlled and there's electricity in there. Bacon is fire, Jared. Yeah, you probably beat me on mine. She said, chocolate. Yeah, chocolate's fire. Y'all got me hungry, man. I'm probably gonna get some chocolate after this. We've gone from 8 to 10 a day in an 1,100 item store with drafts in the bank for a couple of days, selling 8 to 10 a day, which causes us to run out of inventory. So you need to buy more inventory then. If you're running out of inventory, what you need to do is figure out how many items like for me, I buy 350 items a week at the bins. That's what I'm listing. So that's what I'm buying. If I'm running out of inventory, I need to either add a sourcing day in there, or I need to like implement some little side buys here locally to help me get through that. But just buy what you need. Maybe buy a little bit more than what you need, and you won't run out of inventory anymore. That's why I buy. That's why I go on the big sourcing trip one day a week, so I don't have to run out of inventory, and I don't have to go sourcing any other day of the week. Do you have a cheat day with your diet? Off subject. I don't really diet, so I eat whatever I want. I just kind of like do intermittent fasting, and I eat like garbage all day long. Uh, the goat of the bins. Nah, man, I'm good at it, but there's people killing it that go daily. If I could go daily, I'd be a monster, man. I'd be a force to be reckoned with. But since I only go one day, it's I'm just all right. I have 5 shelves maxed out. Yeah, it's time to get another one then. Are you rolling all your extra funds back into the business or starting to invest on the side? No, it's all going right back into eBay right now. Eventually I'll get some other side things going on, but I don't know what to do first. I would like to do real estate first, but that's the largest investment I can get into. So I'd probably start with some side stuff like some type of I don't know, man, because really there's no other better investment than eBay right now. Like even stocks or bonds or anything like that, mutual funds are not going to pay like just reinvesting that money in the eBay will right now. So I'll probably just hold off until I make enough money to reinvest into some actual real estate. Then from there, I'll probably get some like side stocks, things like that and dabble in that. But I'd like to have sure money coming in such an abundance that the passive income that I do like stocks and stuff like that, if I just bite the bullet and like put money in a stock that totally tanks, that it's not really affecting anything. Because I don't know anything about the stock market. I had some money in crypto and it gained some money and then it lost all the money. So, I tried. It is what it is. It was only like $300 that I invested and it went up to like 900 bucks and then it went all the way down to like $100 and that's when I pulled out. What's up, Jason? My favorite snack is veggies with ranch. That's a very healthy snack. Uh, I want to like chocolate and junk food. Why don't you like chocolate and junk food? And I wish I had that problem. Going to the flea market to liquidate bad buys. Man, I used to try that with yard sales, but I felt like the money that I made from a yard sale was pretty much pointless to set the yard sale up, display all my items, individually price everything, just to sell like 12 things and then put it all back up because it was stuff nobody wanted. And it's difficult when you're like trying to, at least in my area, it's a small town. When I'm trying to liquidate stuff in a yard sale format where people are coming to look for either A, they're resellers and they don't care what it is, or B, it's like people that need their shoe in a certain size or this shirt in a certain size, or like they're buying stuff for kids or whatever. Usually there's a reason why it didn't sell on eBay, and that's the same reason that conveys in real life. Like people don't want it no matter how cheap it is. So I just donate all my liquidated stuff. Like I don't got time to, I can make more money listing more items on eBay or going to the bins to source more items that will actually sell. So that's just me personally. But you know, if you're making it at the flea market, by all means continue to do so. I go to the bins during my lunch. There's that bins 5 minutes from my job. So since I get an hour, I try to go every day. Man, that's prime reselling time right there, man. Spend an hour on your lunch break. You can go through and like pick out 30 of the choicest items, whatever your listing goal is. But you can get like 20 to $30 and up items, in an hour at the bins, and you'd be winning. Heck, even $10, $30 items in a day, every day, bro, you'd have a store of bangers. Like, I mean, probably not bangers, but you'd find a banger or two if you go every day. The more you go and source, the more often you'll find $100 plus items. But without a doubt, you could find 10 to 20, 30, 10, 20 to $30 items every single day in an hour. I've never liked junk food. Always Always looks delicious, but just don't like it. Well, I guess that's why you're, lean and not overweight because you're not eating junk food that makes you overweight. No problem. Yeah, bro. Tried doing a yard sale last 2 weeks. Did $385 the first sale, did 60 on the last one. So that's why I'm choosing the flea market. Whatever doesn't sell this Saturday, I'm a donate. Yeah, at least you tried multiple times. After about, I say the fifth yard sale, I just donated all that stuff. My first sale, I did well like you did, like almost 300 bucks. I bought a Rollo printer, bought some labels and everything for it, and a couple of other shipping supplies, like a big box of tape that was like 60 bucks. It lasted me for over a year, and a tape gun. And I did all that off of a yard sale. So I reinvested all the money into my business. That's when the Rollo printer I have, it's not the wireless Rollo printer, but the one I had was like 200 something bucks on Amazon. Uh, and or did I get it? I think I bought it on Amazon. I don't think I bought it direct from Rollo.com. But yeah, I just used all that money that I got off the first flip. Uh, and then the rest of that stuff was just like trickle sales, like $20 to $50 on each additional yard sale after that. I was like, man, nobody wants this garbage. Been working on my title structure like you advised. Doesn't matter at what time of the day your listings go up. eBay is really, really vague with this. They just say list your items when the buyers that you sell to are active. Like, what type of crap is that? That's like not, direct enough at all. So basically, um, what I do is I just list my items between like 6 or 7 in the morning. Just depends on what time I get done reading my Bible. And I list my items as early as possible. So that way, by the time people get to work and they start getting bored and they want to get on eBay and like scroll, they can then buy stuff that I've listed that day. Uh, I've noticed I used to list at 5 o'clock every day. I would launch my listings at 5 p.m. every day. And I sell more of the items that I list on the day during the daytime than I did when I listed at 5 o'clock in the afternoon or in the evening, whatever time you call that. I was not selling as many of the items that I listed that day in the same day, listing them later. So that's my experience, and I've been listing at 6 a.m. for a good 4 months now, and I noticed I think it works better listing in the morning time. That's just me though. I have enough inventory for 2 weeks, but we plan on hitting the Panama City bins every week Wednesday. Bins every Wednesday. It's almost 3 hours, but that bins is fire. If you know you're gonna do it every Wednesday and you're gonna get enough items to like last you all week, then hey, go for it, man. 3 hours, that's kind of a drive. You'll be tired by the time you're done with it, but if you stay all day, it's definitely worth the drive, and you'll load up with a lot of great quality inventory. So it's what I do. It's just an hour past what I drive. Well, technically, I get there in like an hour and 15 minutes, but if you guys watch my last bins video, I got a speeding ticket on the way there because I woke up late. Um, and so trying to overcompensate for those 40 minutes that I overslept led me to a speeding ticket. So um it's in theory, I think if you like look at Google Maps, I think it says something like an hour and 45 minutes. So like I get there an hour and 10, an hour and 15 minutes on most days. But if I drive the speed limit, even if I drive like 80 miles an hour, I get there in an hour and a half. So that's probably double. That's double than what I would drive, but it would still be worth it in theory, though. Uh, just from my experience, it's never not worth it to go to the bins. So yeah, man, I guess we're all caught up. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here. My stomach's starting to growl. I guess it's all talk about food. I'm gonna give me some dinner and finish off these listings, guys. So really appreciate everyone. You guys are the best for real. Consider joining our free Discord. You can come in there. There's over 220 members in there, just in there talking about reselling shenanigans. If you want to support the channel, you can join the channel memberships. It's just a couple dollars a month or whatever. If you want help on growing your reselling business, there's a link in the description for a Patreon that myself and Bo Johnson run. It's coaching geared toward helping you grow your reselling business on your road to 6 figures. So that's going to do it for this one. Catch you guys on the next one. But until then, let's make this cash, guys.